Respected friends, very good. You are able to find time every day for our evening Bhagavad class. Ramayana class lasts more than 1100 days. Good, this is how we have learned that nothing is lost. When we have focused or given our time for the Lord or Divine in the world. Rather, we only lose our ignorance, lose our all delusions in the gaining of knowledge and clear goal of life. Good, we are on this path. May our these efforts be seen by the Lord, the Guru Parampara. May they bless us with clarity of vision through the study of Shastra as to what should be our goal and how to reach to it. Like every day, today too, we will have our Bhagavatam Dwadasha Skandha, Lord Shiva blessing Markandeya Rishi, followed by 10th Skandha, continuation of Rukmini's reply to Lord Krishna. And in the Adhyatma Ramayanam, we will see Vibhishana Ravana Samvada, Vibhishana giving the Rama Tattva Upadesha to Ravana while leaving Lanka and reaching to Sri Rama's Sharanagati. Then in our Ashtottaras, we will do our third Dattatreya Bhagavan's Ashtottara Shatanamavali. Let us take these 1 2 hours of our sitting itself as our sadhana. In this sadhana, we will try to learn the concentration. We try to learn to bring our emotions of devotion toward the Lord. We try to learn and bring our intellect to analyze positively and understand and accept what is said by the Shastra. Here itself, we can extend our surrender and gratitudes to God. Here itself, we can make some commitments for our completely spiritual life. In this way, so many ways, these 1 2 hours of ours can be utilized depending on our convictions, capacities, and efforts. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavadu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Dharma Projidakaitavotra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastavamatra Vastu Shivadam Tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikrute Kimva Parairishvaraha Sadyo Hrudyavarudyate Trakrutivihi Shushrushuभिस्तत्क्षणात् Narayanan Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeet. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatya Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyansha Hastacharana Shravanatvagadena Brahman Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Samasta Devatabhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशेभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशेभ्यो अत्र्यादृशेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दशदिक्पालकेभ्यो श्री दत्तात्रेय दक्षिणामूर्ति हयग्रीवाद गुरुभ्यो आदि बनाशक्ति मात्रे माता पितृ देवताभ्यो आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापनकारी ये भक्ताः धर्म संस्थापकाः कंकणबद्धाः तेषां सर्वेषां सदा सर्वदा शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यता प्राप्ति द्वारा दिग्विजयार्थं च श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य द्वादश स्कंदस्य दशम स्कंदस्यापि पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ द्वादश स्कंदः। ओम आभास ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कंदः। ओम आभासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्द्यते। ओम अथ दशमोऽध्यायः। श्री भगवानुवाच। We have seen it, but still once more we go through what Bhagavan Lord Shiva blesses the great saint Markandeya. Before blessing, he does a great praise. That's how he is giving hint to all of us, those who can't access the Lord directly at this moment for very reasons. The pratyaksha expression of the Lord are all these great realized saints and sages. Worshipping them, being devoted to them is equivalent to worshipping and being devoted to Bhagavan. Umpteen number of times throughout Bhagavata, Ramayana, other texts we have seen, if Bhagavan himself says, in me and in my Bhaktas, there is no difference at all. If this clicks to us and the saints and sages, if we can be at their feet and get blessed by them, we get the vision of the divinity. So toward the end of Bhagavatam, we are given this great Upadesha. That's what Parikshitji did, surrender to Shukadevji. Shukadevji gave him such a great knowledge of entire Bhagavatam. Having heard, Parikshitji has got Atmanubhuti and Moksham also. Everywhere we see. And so many times, so many places, then Bhagavan says, there's no difference in me and my bhaktas. So, Jnani to Atma eva iti me matam in Bhagavad Gita. Astita sayuktatma mame manuttamam agatim. So many places we can see. In fact, when every jiva is none but Bhagavan's expression itself, why not the great saints and sages, the living gods on this earth? And other than surrendering to them, listening from all the glory about God, Upadesha to reach God, what else majority of ordinary human beings, sadhakas, can do to get into divine experience? There's no other way. Let us chant from 19th mantra till the end of this chapter. Sri Bhagavan Varam Vruneshwanah Kamam Varadesha Vayam Trayah Amogham Darshanam Yesham Martyo Yadvindate Mrutam Brahmanaha Sadhavah Shantaha Nisanga Bhutavatsalaha Ekanta Bhakta Hyasmasu निर्वैराः समदर्शिनः सलोकालोकपालास्तान् वन्दन्त्यर्चन्द्युपासते अहं च भगवान् ब्रह्मा स्वयं च हरिरीश्वरः न ते मय्यच्युतेजे च विदामण्वविचक्षते नात्मनश्च जनस्यापि तद्युष्मान्वयमीमहि न ह्यं मयानि तीर्थानि न देवाश्चेतनोज्झिताः ते पुनन्त्युरुकालेन यूयं दर्शनमात्रतः ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमस्यामः ये स्मद्रूपं त्रयीमयं बिभ्रत्यात्मसमाधान तव स्वाध्यायसंयमैः श्रवणात् दर्शनाद् वापि महापातकिनोऽपि वः शुद्धेरन्नन्त्यजाश्चापि किमु सम्भाषणादिभिः सूत उवाच इति चन्द्रललामस्य धर्मगुह्योपबृंहितं वचोऽमृतायनं ऋषिः नातृप्यत्कर्णयोः पिबन् सचिरं मायया विष्णोर्भ्रामितः कर्षितो भृशं शिवभागमृतध्वस्त क्लेशपुञ्जस्तमब्रवीत् ऋषिरुवाच अहो ईश्वरलीलेयं दुर्विभाव्या शरीरिणां यन्नमन्ति शितव्यानि स्तुवन्ति जगदीश्वराः धर्मं ग्राहयितुं प्रायः प्रवक्तारश्च देहिनाम् आचरन्त्यनुमोदन्ते क्रियमाणं स्तुवन्ति च नैतावता भगवतः स्वमायामयवृत्तिभिः न दुष्येतानुभावस्तैः मायिनः कुहकं यथा सृष्ट्वेदं मनसा विश्वम् आत्मनानुप्रविश्य यः गुणैः कुर्वद्भिराभाति कर्तेव स्वप्नदृक् यथा तस्मै नमो भगवते त्रिगुणाय गुणात्मने केवलायाद्वितीयाय गुरवे ब्रह्ममूर्तये कं वृणेनु परं भूमन् वरं त्वद्वरदर्शनात् यद्दर्शनात् पूर्णकामः सत्यकामः पुमान् भवेत् वरमेकं वृणेथापि पूर्णात् कामाभिवर्षणात् भगवत्यच्युतां भक्तिं तत्परेषु तथा त्वयि सूत उवाच इत्यर्थितोऽभीष्टुतश्च मुनिना सूक्तया गिरा तमाह भगवान् शर्वया चाभिनन्दितः श्रीभगवानुवाच कामो महर्षे सर्वोऽयं भक्तिमान् स्वमधोक्षजे आकल्पान्तात् यशः पुण्यम् अजरामरता तथा ज्ञानं त्रैकालिकं ब्रह्मन् विज्ञानं च विरक्तिमतु ब्रह्मवर्चस्विनो भूयातु पुराणाचार्यतास्तु ते सूत उवाच एवं वरान् समुनये दत्त्वा गात्रक्ष ईश्वरः देव्यै तत्कर्म कथयन् अनुभूतं पुरा मुना सोऽप्यवाप्तमहायोगम् सोऽप्यवाप्तमहायोग महिमा भार्गवोत्तमः विचरत्यधुनाप्यद्धा हरावेकान्ततां गतः अनुवर्णितमेतत्ते मार्कण्डेयस्य धीमतः अनुभूतं भगवतः मायावैभवमद्भुतम् एतत् केचिद विद्वांसः माया संसृतिमात्मनः अनाद्यावर्तितं नॄणां कादाचित्कं प्रचक्षते य एवमेतत् भृगुवर्यवर्णितं रथाङ्गपाणेरनुभावभावितं संश्रावयेत् शृणुयादुतावुभौ तयोर्न कर्माशय संसृतिर्भवेत् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे मार्कण्डेयचरित्रो नाम दशमोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Friends, Bhagavan Shiva Parvati came. Markandeji was in his samadhi. He did not open eyes. Bhagavan entered into his heart. Shivji ko dekhkar, having seen Bhagavan Shiva in that entire attire that is explained, Markandeji kimidam kudaha, where from it has come. In this way, he came out of samadhi. Opened the eyes, he saw Lord Shiva with Uma, Parvati, as well as all the Ganas. He did systematic, beautiful puja. Then he asked, O Lord, you are Purnakama, you are Atma Rama, you are Apta Kama. What can I do for you? For that Bhagavan himself says, Lord Shiva, no, you only ask me the boon. Varam Vruneshwanaha Kamam. Varadeshaha Vayam Trayaha. You ask the Vara from us. We three are the givers of the Vara. And Amogham Darshanam Yesham Martyo Yad Vindate Amrutam. If our darshana comes after a lot of puja upasana, it doesn't go waste for the human beings. If asked, deserved, this darshanam can give even Amruta Prapti, means the Paramatma Anubhuti. Having said so, we saw yesterday how in few verses Bhagavan Shiva does the stuti of the rishis, the brahmanas, the bhaktas, jnanis. Who are they? First he says, last also. In between he says, To those great Bhakta and Sadhu, all the Dikpalas, Lokapalas, everybody, Devatas, including we, Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, do the Stuti, Puja, Archana. देखो. So who are those to whom Bhagavan himself does the puja namaskara? That we have seen in all Rama Avatara, Krishna Avatara, to great saints like the Vasishta ji, Agastya ji, Bharat ji, sorry, apna, Bharadwaj ji. Lord Rama has done the puja. They are human beings only, but reach to the highest order of Rishitva. What is that also said here? So, what are they? First, these are the Brahmajnanis, Bhakta Sadhu, whom Bhagavan himself does puja, archana, stuti. Who are they? First, Brahmanaha, who have studied the sadhana shastras thoroughly and lived the Brahmana lakshanas. Sadhavaha, who are so good at heart. Shantaha, transcended the mind's desiring status and kept the mind quite freed from all desire. Nisangaha, not attached to anyone. Bhutavatsalaha, having vatsalya bhava to all the beings. Ekanta bhaktaha asmasu, who have that single pointed phalasakti rahita sharanagati yukta bhakti to us. Nirvairaha, who even dream also, don't have any vastu or vyakti or anything as enemy. Finally, those who are Samadarshinaha, who have learned the art of seeing the Sama Paramatma in everything and who are Sama in all Dvandva. To those great Mahatmas, Salokaha, Lokapalaha, all the Lokapalakas and the beings that are there in all those Lokaha, Vandanti, Archanti, Upasate. Don't we see our great Gurudev and all, so many ministers also, MLA, MPs also, even Karodpati, Lakpati, very, very business magnates, government officials, all of them have done the Pada Puja. See? In Prashna Adi Upanishad, Mundaka Adi Upanishad, it is said that they are worship worthy. They become one with the God. Kena Upanishad also Vyasa. So, to them all the Lokapalakas Vandanti, Archanti, Upasate. They do the Upasana, they do the Archana, they even do the Vandana. Is that only Lokapalas do it? No. Ahamcha Bhagavatam Swayam Harihi Ishwaraha. Me, Brahma, and Narayana Vishnu. We three also do Archana, Stavanam, and Vandanam to them for their great achievement. Why? For one main reason, na te mai achyute ajecha vidam anuvichakshate na atmana cha janasyapi tad yushman. To the people like you, such great ones, vayam imahi, we are the ones who do the seva and archana. So what is the glory of those people? They don't see difference in Brahmadeva, Vishnudeva, Shiva and themselves as well as any of the other beings of the world. So Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine. So in themselves, in the entire beings of world, in Brahma, in Vishnu, Maheshwara, they have seen one substratum, no bhida anu api. Dekha? No bhidanu api, no dom napi mata kinchit manyunam. As it is said there, no way they see and bheda, any bheda in the Karana Rupi, Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, in the Karya Rupi, Jagat, themselves and other jivas. So who can do this? Those who have discovered the common single substratum, the Brahma Tattva in all. And who have seen Brahman, they have become Brahman. And is there anything more worthy of worship than Brahman? So therefore, because they are in the Brahma Anubhava Sthiti, a step lower than that through the Maya, expressing as Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, obviously worship them. Brahma Tattva Sthiti is ultimate. Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara Sthiti is little lower because it is through gunas, it is through Maya. So this Brahmagnani obviously a step ahead of these three, therefore they worship. You know that in Viveka Chodamani toward the end. That Brahmagnani just says, Narayanoham Narakantakoham Purantakoham Purushohamishah Hiranmayoham Shivarupamasmi. He says, I am that Shivarupa. I am the Brahma, I am Vishnu. All of that is me. Not the arrogance, but the substratum of all of them is me. So now we understand the status and position of the Brahmagyanis is greater than even Devatas, even Upanishads like uh, Shveta Ashtara Adi, Yasya Deve Para Bhakti Yata Deve Tata Guru. Now this portion should intensify our devotion and surrender to the Guru whom we have chosen or selected. Or to the Guru if we have reduced our bhakti devotion because of too much of familiarity and all, be careful now to get maximum benefit blessings from them. Take them as Bhagavan's expression. They don't ask it. Bhagavan will ask us, Manmana, Bhava, Mad, Bhakto and all. Because the word is his, he'll have to command, demand and force the beings. But the saints and sages, they don't say. We ourselves have to go to them and surrender. Like Puja Gurudev never says, come and surrender to me, worship me. No. He won't say, he will not say. He should not, he cannot. But we have to see the divine in them, in our own benefit and interest, we have to worship them. So in this way, a very crucial portion of Bhagavad Purana, where Bhagavan Shiva himself is respecting, revering the Sadhu Santa Mahatma and doing stuti, we have seen. Okay. Next comes same thing. Nahi ammayani tirthani. All these Prayagraj ityadi, where the rivers come together, they are not the real tirthas. So to na devaha, not all the temples where only the stones are there, Chetana Ujjitaha. They are not tirthas compared to the great moving temples, the great saints, because these tirtha kshetras and mandiras punanti urukalena. For a long, after long time of our upasana, only they purify us. Till then, they go on fulfilling what we ask the desires. Te punanti urukalena yuyam, but you, the great saints, darshana matrata. Because the moment we look at the saints, in us first and foremost, the possibility and desire that we also have to know the Lord comes. And if we are fully matured, we ask that Guru, hey Guru, give us Upadesha to reach to that state of Paramatma. Guru gives what else he has to hide, he gives. And if we are really qualified, there and then only catching the guidance given by the Guru along with his all Tamas Shakti, there and then we can become deeply meditative, contemplative, and realize the self. So the Tirtha Punya Kshetra will take lot of time to purify, but the visiting of saints and sages instantaneously gives us the purification, knowledge, even liberation. So that doesn't mean don't go to temples and all. ये तो भगवान शिव जी मार्कंडेय जी की महिमा हम सबको कहने के लिए कह रहे हैं, बताने के लिए. That thing which is said here, Devaha Chetanojjitaha. Why? Because we take them like Chetanojjita. That is how in front of the temple or Lord, we talk on cell phone. We just have all negative thoughts. If you really take that is Bhagavan staying, will we do any of this nonsense? So if we are doing this nonsense, we are forcing the Lord to remain as Achetana, as a stone only. Otherwise, the Brahmanas, Pujari, when they established the temple, they have done the Prana Pratishtha in many of them. This way, Naiva Prana Pratishtha, daily at the time of puja, the Lord is invited into that idol. But those whose drishti is not like that, for them Chetana Ujjita only. But for the saint sages, whether we recognize them or not, they don't remain as stone. They are mobile, they are dynamic, they are the pratyaksha expression of divine. That's how in this way comparison करके मार्कंडेय जी को, ऋषियों को, ब्रह्मज्ञानियों को शिव जी देवताओं से बड़ा पोजीशन यहाँ दे रहे हैं. Okay. So te punanti urukalena yuyam darshana matrataha. Then the beautiful shloka it is. Brahmanebhyah namasyamaha. We salute to the Brahmanas. Ye asmadrupam trayimayam bibrati. Those who uh, take up our form in their own mobile rupa. What is that? Trayimayam rupam. The Trayimaya rupam, as we said, either is Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara rupa, or it is the Rugyadu Sama Atharva Triveda rupa, or it can be the Bhakti Jnana and then Karma rupa. है ना? बुध मंगलमय संत समाजो जय जय जंगम तीरथ राजो. In the तीरथ राज प्रयाग गंगा रूपी भक्ति सरस्वती रूपी ज्ञानम and यमुना रूपी कर्म. These three are there. Therefore कर्म ब्रह्म ज्ञान कर्म भक्ति ज्ञान इन तीनों के समाहार है. और तीन उपनिषद जो है ऋग्वेद यजुर्वेद सामवेद उसके रूप है या ब्रह्म विष्णु महेश्वर रूप है. All these ब्रह्म ज्ञान प्राप्त ब्राह्मणास. Therefore ब्राह्मणेभ्यः नमस्यामः. ये अस्मद्रूपम त्रयीमयम बिभ्रति. How do they reach to that? Because we, the students of Bhagavata, should get an idea how to reach to that stage. The sadhana told is Atma Samadhana Tapaha Swadhyaya Samyamaihi. Here Atma Samadhana is Chitta Samadhana, which is called as the Yoga Sadhana. Then Tapaha, this Karma Yoga. Then the Swadhyaya can be Jnana Yoga. Samyama can be Bhakti Yoga. We can interpret that way. So Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, then Ashtanga Yoga. Through these yoga sadhanas, they have reached. More specifically, Atma Samadhana means Chitta, by removing all the samskaras, its vrittis are eliminated, zerofied. Means samskara utpanna vrittis are not there in the Chitta, but the vrittis that are required for transaction in the world, when we see the world through upadhis, that will be there. चित्त का नाश नहीं होता, चित्त वृत्तियों का निरोध होता है संस्कारों के नाश से. Then when the chitta is there, vrittis are required, so they will come up. Like when the Guru talking to us, he is talking through the mouth. Before that, the concepts are made in the mind, which are the vrittis. Therefore, vritti रहना problem नहीं, but klesha yukta vritti, as we are studying in our second sadhana pada in the yoga darshanam. That way you keep in mind. So chitta samadhana is the asampragnata samadhi, nirmija samadhi they got. Bijas have gone away in the chitta to create the unwanted vritti and create vritti sarupya and jiva bhava and samsara. That portion is eliminated, but vrittis are required for transaction. They will be there. Like Bhagavan Krishna. He has no bija also even for the krodha or raga and dvesha. Bija bhi nahi hai. But when he has to take action on rakshasas, he will take with krodha. When he has to love gopikas or gopabalakas or his 16,008 wives, he will show that raga or prema. So catch the difference. Then Atma Samadhana we have seen. Then what is that? Tapasya we have known. Tapasya has got lot of definitions. Every definition tapasya has something to add to our adhyatmika pragati. And our adhyatmika pragati is shifting our identity from dehosmi jivosmi to aham brahmasmi. So therefore, इंद्रियों का मन का शुद्धि करना भी तपस्या है, एकाग्र करना भी तपस्या है, उनको ट्रांसेंड करना भी तपस्या है. So too, studying the Shastras is tapasya. As per the study of Shastra, discarding our upadhyukta jiva bhava, identifying ourselves with aham brahmasmi is, that is the jnana tapasya. I told you yesterday, the bhakti tapasya is navadha bhakti. Yoga tapasya is chitta vritti nirodha. Karma tapasya is working hard in the world with dharma and seva bhava. Jnana tapasya is discovering Brahma Swarupa. What we are doing in our Taittiriya Mundaka Upanishads is the Jnana Tapaha. So Bahavo Jnana Tapasa Putaha Madbhavam Agataha. So Atma Samadhana Tapaha Then Swadhyaya is continuously, daily studying the Shastra, whose purpose is to reveal the truth to us, which alone have the power to reveal the truth to us. Finally, Samyama means Indriya Samyama and Mana Samyama. So चित्तवृत्ति निरोध एक हो गया. Then all types of tapasyas हो गए. तीसरा, through study of Shastra, becoming convinced about the Brahma Tattva truth. Finally, by controlling all faculties, transcending them, and reaching to the Anubhuti. These Mahatmas are of this stage. Therefore, Brahmanebhya Namasyamaha. For these different reasons, we do humble salutations to these Brahmanas. So, Shivji himself he says so. Okay. Then of these great Mahatmas, Shravanata Darshanadvapi. Somebody listens to their words or has darshan also. Mahapatakinopi Maha Shuddhiran. Maha means you. The great saints like you, hey Markandeji, when we listen to you, when some people, when they have darshan of you, Mahapatake Etabi Shuddhiran, they are freed from all the patakas and papa. Antyajaschapi, even if they are Antyaja. Antyaja means the killers of animals and all. Kimu Sambhashanadivihi. If Sambhashana, Upadesha, Upasana, ये करने को अगर मौका मिला तो what to talk about, more than getting the Shuddhi, even they get Mukti also. No, these shlokas are so powerful. I am not at all giving sufficient time to explain through hundreds of examples with the understanding that, faith that you know it because you have heard the glory of so many saints and sages who have blessed generations and generations together. And the common thing which we are listening from day one of Bhagavatam is when we deserve mukti, to give us that mukti through bhakti and jnana, Bhagavan himself comes in the Guru Rupa. भगवान ही संत महात्मा गुरुओं के रूप में आते हैं. According to Puranas, all the Rishi Muni are the Mano Amsha, Mano Vyaktikarana of Brahmadeva. Brahmadeva is Narayana's Navi Kamala Utpanna. So that Mano Utpanna, Navi Kamala Utpanna, ये दोनों को साइड में रखो तो the Narayana himself is Brahmadeva. Brahmadeva himself are all the Rishi Muni. Therefore Narayana himself is in the form of the Rishi Muni. So Narayana only comes when we, the Janta, deserve the moksha through Jnana and Bhakti. They come to guide us. So in any way, with all these reasonings, examples, etc., if we can have the total Bhakti Sharanagati to Santa Mahatma, taking them not less than as Bhagavan, and then we listen to the Upadesha given by them, do the sadhana, we can realize. Another reason is what? Pocket में भगवान आते नहीं. Just like that. So far, far thing it is. Thousands of lives when you worship, then only he comes. What is the second way of having the moksha? Studying Shastra. Can we understand Shastra by ourselves? No. Thirdly, the people of the world are there. They are worse than us. What can they tell us about sadhana and moksha? Now the God, then Shastra, then the other people. When these three are not capable, now which is the fourth category left out? Only the Rishi Muni, the Gurus, the Sadhu Santa, the Brahmana, who are the embodiment of Shastra, who are the embodiment of Paramatma, the Lord, embodiment of truth also. Along with that, they are embodiment of Krupa and Karuna to teach us. And luckily, they have reached what to reach. Therefore, there is nothing for them to reach. Therefore, they are absolutely free. Therefore, they don't say, I am busy in this or that thing. Therefore, I can't teach you. That excuse also they don't have. Positively, they are the Karuna Krupa Murti. Because they have seen as a human being under the ignorance of Brahma Jnana, in the birth of the mind and its all three gunas, identify the Upadhi and outer Jagat, how the Jivas suffer. They have a crystal clear first-hand experience. Therefore, they will obviously have the Krupa and Karuna. So for all these reasons, through all this stopping, if we can develop that Sharanagati to our Gurus and surrender at their feet to get the Bhakti Jnana and follow it, then this portion's purpose is fulfilled. This portion is so powerful. In this way, having spoken, Bhagavan Shivji keeps quiet. Suta Uvacha. Iti, in this way, Sutaji telling Shaunaka Rishi, Chandra Lalamasya, Lord Shiva who has got Chandra on his Lalata, Dharma Guhya Upambrahmitam Vachaha. Dharma Guhya Upambrahmitam. The secret Dharma, teaching words. So Paramadharma is to know the truth and become one with it. For that you need to have the bhakti ityadi. Even if you can't have bhakti to God, you can have the same bhakti to the Rishi Muni. That is sufficient for you to reach to Paramatma Tattva. In this way, करने वाला धर्म और परमात्मा को पहुंचने वाला गुह्यता होने वाले मतलब रखने वाले वचः speech and amrutayanam which are like the nectar having heard ऋषि this Markandeji na atrupyat karnayoho biman. He was drinking with ears the glorious words of Bhagavan Shiva, and then he was not even trupta also. So nectarine were his words. Okay. Now, Saha, that great Markandeya Rishi, Shiram Maya Vishnoho Brahmitaha Karshitaha Mrusham. For a long time in Vishnu Maya, which he only asked to show, Brahmitaha Karshitaha Mrusham. Wandering in that, he was so much tired, exhausted. Now, Shivavag Amruta Dvasta Klesha Punjaha. Now from the Vani of the Shiva Vak, which is like Amrita, nectar, Dhasta Klesha Punjaha, all that Katinata, all Dukkha, all Shrama, Parishrama is gone away. With that freshness and joy, Tam Abravita. He spoke to Bhagavan Shivaji. Rishiruvacha. What did Rishi J to say to Shiva? Important portion, everything is great here. He aho Ishvara Leelayam. Oh Lord, this is your Leela only. Durvibhavya Sharirinam. Human beings like us cannot imagine these type of words, even in the dream also, coming from the mouth of the Lord like you and you. Yet, what have you done? Namanti, Stuvanti, Ishitavyani, Jagadishwaraha. Yeah, where you are the Ishwaras of the entire Jagat and Ishitavya. We are the Jivas, are the human beings under your guidance we are. You are Ishvara and we are Ishitavya. You are the Lord. We are the ones on whom you have to have the Lordship. And yet, what have you done? Namanti Stuvanti. You are doing Namaskara and you are also doing the Stuti. So, hmm, hmm. सो आप नमस्कार कर रहे हो और स्तुति कर रहे हो उन लोगों का जो आपके ईश्वरत्व के अधीन में रहते हैं एंड दीज विचित्र लीला एंड माया दुर्विभाव्या शरीरिना. But the simple understanding is what? He is guiding only all the beings that don't underestimate the Rishi Muni and don't deny their blessings in your life, which has the tremendous power of removing the Maya and reaching you to the divinity. ये एक बात पकड़ना. So it is Durvibhavya, O Lord Shiva, you are Ishwaras, we are all Ishitavyas. And to us you are talking the words of Stuti and Namaskara ityadi, Namanti Stuvanti. It is all a Vilakshana Vidambana. And yet why do we do? Answer is this one. Dharmam grahayitum prayaha. Dehinam. To teach the dharma for the sadhakas, the jivas, prayaha, generally, pravaktaraha, the great saints like you, once the Lord like you, asaranti anumodante, kriyamanam stuvantita cha. You do the acharana of a sadhu santa and you give the blessing and permission for the noble life. And when someone like us do that sadhana, you do stuti also. So Markandeya is here, Lord Shiva is there. Shivaji, like great devatas, follow what these saints do. Okay, that is the meaning of acharanti. Then bless and permit them to do the sadhanas. Third, when they do it, then stuvanti, they do the stuti also. For what? Dehinam prayaha dharmam grahitum. For all other beings, to teach them the dharma. Dharma means in what way when we live, we near to the divine experience. Dharma here is Adhyatmic sadhana. For you and I, once we are realizing that we are born in Sanatana Dharma and we realize that we are human beings, for us, the only one Dharma is to reach Bhagavan. Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Praptum Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja iti Parama Dharma we have to do. There is no Dharma to enemy other than knowing Bhagavan. And everything which helps us in nearing to Bhagavan, therefore, are the Dharmas. Sadhanas, they are all. So, the other Mahatmas or even Bhagavan also do the Anumodana, do the Acharana, also do the Stavana of the great saints and sages to guide others to tell that go and get guidance from him or live life like him. ऐसे बताने के लिए कहते हैं. So, dharmam grahayitum prayah pravaktarah cha dehinam asaranti anumodante kriyamanam stuvanti cha. So here in his words, Markandeya, including all other Rishi Munis and all devatas. In saying what, he is putting all of them in one category. In saying that the devatas like Brahma Maheshwara, all the Rishi Munis also, when they look at other Rishi or saint, they follow them or they endorse them or they do the stuti of them only to guide others, those who are. That live life like this or get guidance. Like we have seen it in Puja Gurudev's life. When Gurudev used to meet other great saints, he knows he is a highly achieved master of such a greatest level of not only moksha mukta sthiti, he is in a biggest position in the committee of all the rishis who come and time and again to bless all the beings on the earth. So he is in that stage and he knows who are the other great Mahatmas. Be attentive. Whenever he used to visit them, and not to show off, but also to guide and from his own heart with full humbleness, he is to do the namaskara pranam to that saint. So, stuvanti, asaranti, anumodante. Is it not? Then seeing Gurudev, other devotees who used to come, they also do pranam. Because any saint's presence in our life should not go waste. We have to gain maximum blessings from them. We are their expression of God. And Puja Gurudev used to do. Most surprising thing was in 1986 when the Dalai Lama they came to our Siddhabadi their ashram. Gurudev gave so much respect to him. Other saints of our own Sanatana Dharma, so many of them, Gurudev used to meet them respectfully. Gurudev ji met so many of the Mahatmas of highest order of that time. उनके ऊपर वाले तो हैं ही, तपोवन महाराज भगवान, that Shivananda Saraswati, so many saints. From them too he got Diksha and Shiksha. Obviously he used to do salutations to them. But the other heads of great organizations, like Swami Ranganathanji of Sri Ramakrishna Mission, and Swami Chidanandji of Divine Life Society, Swami Akhandanandji, that Vrindavan Wale, and so many other great saints. The great Gangeshwaranandji's Maharaj and Swami, very many, when he used to, and he knows who are पहुंचे हुए नहीं, बाकी सबको नमस्कार. But to these great saints, he really had that Nityananda Baba and so many, he really bent at their feet. When Gurudev met Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, ये तो उनको देखे, what I studied last 20 years, in 20 minutes I experienced in front of this Mahatma. Gurudev told about Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Oh, great. And they also know the glory. They also say, oh, such a great Mahatma. How many have told us that you don't know how great is your Guru. You are so lucky to be at his feet. So many other Mahatmas of other organizations have told us, the highly reached Mahatmas. So in this way, these Mahatmas, both all of them, by that way complementing, their only one common goal is to direct all the jivas towards the divinity and help them to come out of their own bandhanam. If this much is understood, the whole topic is in our clarity. Okay, having said this, now Sri Markandeji says, Na eta mata bhagavataha samayamaya vruttivihi na dushyeta anubhavaha taihi mainaha kogamyata. Just because these devatas and higher rishis have praised, did namaskara to people like us or rishis like us, just because of that, these great देवता सब ब्रह्म विष्णु महेश्वरा, उनका महिमा घटता नहीं, कम नहीं होता. स्वमायया स्वमायामय वृत्तिभिः एतावता भगवतः अनुभावः न दुष्येत. You know, like what is the example given? कि मायिनः कुहकं यथा, just like when the magician does all the magics in which he himself shows himself to be at the lower level, that doesn't make him lower. And in many cinemas, the actors act like beggars and all. Does it make them beggars? They are made very simple to act. No. So too, just because these devatas like Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara have praised we, the Rishi, doesn't mean their power is in any way lessened or less. So that is the saying here, कि समायामय वृत्तिभिः तैः अनुभवः न दुष्येत एतावता. उनका महिमा वगैरह कोई घटता ही नहीं. कुहकम माइनम यथा, that the mayas done by a mayavi will not put him in maya or reduce him. So too, for a particular purpose, the devatas like Shiva and all do this stuti, that doesn't reduce them. So he is complementing what Shivaji said by saying or reciprocating that doesn't mean that you leave Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara saying. Like when I said now, Puja Gurudev used to do Namaskar to the Mahatma, doesn't mean you leave Gurudev and go there. Our Gurudev is no way less. He is ultimate. Got it? In that way. Now, these great devatas ki सृष्ट्वा इदं मनसा विश्वम् आत्मना अनुप्रविश्य गुणैः कुर्वद्भिः आभाति कर्ता इव स्वप्नदृग् यथा. This 131 shloka is the essence of what we are struggling from last 6 months or even more to study the second Brahmananda Valya Taittiriya Upanishad, which we are going to conclude tomorrow. 180 दिन जो हमने पढ़ा, एक श्लोक में यह सारांश बता रहे हमको. सृष्ट्वा इदम मनसा विश्वम. देखो, having created this world with his mana means sankalpa. So kamayata bahusyaam praja yeyete sadabodhavyada sadapatastavatva idagam sarvam asujatu yadidam kincha tat सृष्ट्वा. देखो, अनुप्रविश्य तदेवानुप्राविशतु. Then तदनुप्रविश्य सच्चत्यचा भवतु निरुक्तं च अनिरुक्तं च निलयनं च अनिलयनं च विज्ञानं च विज्ञानं च सत्यं च अनृतं च सत्यमभवतु. This is one way. Other way is what? Drashta, Shrota, Manta, Vijnata, Rupena. He is expressing out. To express out, he has to enter. Therefore, he is made to enter. He is said to be entering into the creation of his own. So Bhagavan's entry into the creation is only to say that he alone is expressing as Drashta, Shrota, Manta, Vijnata. Is he Drashta, Shrota, Manta, Vijnata? Really? No. He is beyond. Then what is this? It is an intermediate step for us to recognize the Lord, because this is the only and only and only way, the Upalabdhisthana of Bhagavan. The place is Hridaya Kuhara, and the way of catching the Lord is through the Drashta, Shrota, Manta, Vijnata. In that, through the Upadhis is Drashta, Shrota, Manta, Vijnata. If we can transcend the Upadhi, then we'll see he is Chidabhasa. Even the Ahamvrutti, when transcended, is pure Chit Swarupa. The Chit Swarupa, the other side we see, he is the Sat Swarupa. So ये भगवान का व्यक्तिकरण, भगवान के उपलब्धि स्थान हमको हमारे लिए देने के लिए है. Because otherwise Bhagavan is everywhere there, be attentive, and he is nirvishesha. When somebody is everywhere yet nirvishesha, you cannot recognize him. Because in Vyavahara, through the Upadhi, we can catch only that which is in the Vyavahara, which is in the Vishesha, with Visheshas. Brahman is Nirvyavahara and Nirvishesha. Then, though he is everywhere there, he is not available. Understood? The Visheshas and Vyavahara are the Rupanama Jagat. That is Mithya. That is not our goal. In that only we are caught up and suffering samsara. Our goal is to catch the substratum. Substratum is everywhere, but it has a different Upalabdhisthanam. The government of India is everywhere, but you have to go to parliament only. Is it not? So the milk is there in the cow everywhere, but you have to go to the udder only. So too, Paramatma is everywhere. In the Sharira is Paramatma, Prana, Mana is Paramatma, but he is there in a Anatma Rupena he is. He is as if an object Rupena is experienced. Then object Rupena experience Paramatma never gives liberation. Paramatma has to be experienced subjectively. And therefore, what is the present experience of ours as a subject? I am a knower through intellect, feeler through the mind, seer through the eyes, listener to the ears. This is the meaning of Jnata, Manta, Shrota and Drashta. Now, this is the Upanabdhisthana. Then, through the Indriyas, the Jnanam, or through the Mana, Mananam, through the Buddhi, the Vijnanam is happening. But who is the one who is having all this? Through the Upadhi. In the deeper inquiry, we go very, very, very near to us, our own selves. Having reached the self, there, the Drashta, Durshya, the Jnata, Gneya, all this Dvaita gets dissolved. So what we studied Upanishad, summary is given, is why I went into that mood. 3-4 minutes we discussed. And those who attended all these Taittiriya Upanishad classes, the most lucky ones. From last 426 days we are studying. So, Sushtva idam manasa vishvam. So, manasa idam vishvam sushtva. So, the whole world is Bhagavan's manokalpita. There is nothing reality other than Brahman. But as in the dream world, at the time of experiencing it, appears to be so real. So too, we are in the long dream of waking plane, where we are not experiencing the self, this world also appearing so real. Like in the dream, when you touch the fire, your finger is burnt. But really, when you see from waking plane, there is no fire, there is no finger, there is no burning. So to now in the waking plane, where we have not reached to the Brahma Sthiti, the fire is real, the finger is real, burning is real. But when we reach to the absolute truth, these three are not there. That is how the Agni Deva ko fire burn nahi karta. Why? Because he and the fire burning power are not two. So he discovered oneness with him. Therefore, the fire is zero to him. So when we realize with the Atma Vastu of all these, none of them they touch. Therefore, in the pure Atma, these all are projected. Sula, Sukshma, Karana, Veshti, Samashti. So anyway, Sushtva idam Vishwam Manasa, then Anupravishya, having entered into it, then Gunai Kurvadbihi, when with his presence and prompting, when the gunas are working, Abhati Karta Iva, he only acts like a Nataka of I am the Karta. Ki Swapna Drug Yata, I already gave the example, like the dreamer experiences the dream world, as if he is real, the world is real. Dream world. But when he wakes up, he is totally neither the dreamer real nor dream world. So too, having entered the world created by him, he prompts his Maya to function. When the Maya of Trigunas are working here, he only identifying with them, he as if plays the action of Karta, Bhokta. That is what you and I, the Jivan now. We all are his expression only. Paramatma only is playing the role of all the Jiva. And we taken the freedom, misusing the freedom, continuing to remain with the Upadhi Tadatmya, suffering. Then when we detach from Upadhi on the state of meditation, we discover oneness with him. So Gunaihi Kurvadbihi Abhati Karta Iva Swapna Druk Yatha. So all Taittiriya Brahmanandavalli main points have come here. Okay, now Bhagavan here continues, says our great Markandeya Rishi, he Tasmai Namo Bhagavate, to that Lord Shiva in front of me, who is ultimate truth, my salutations. Trigunaya, who is nothing but the Triguna only, and Gunatmane, who is the substratum of the Gunasu, Kevalaya, who is beyond Gunasu, Advitiyaya, who is one without second, Gurave, who comes in the form of Guru for teaching all these jnana to the jiva. So finally he himself ब्रह्म मूर्तये. देखो एक श्लोक में ही पर ब्रह्म from that how at the lower level it expresses without changing its original form, it is explained. These are the gems of the shlokas. Great they are. So finally he is Brahma Murti. A step down Guru. A step down Advitiya. A step down Kevala. A step down Gunatma. A step down Trigunaya. But ultimately is Bhagavate and Brahma Murti. Starting with Bhagavate, ending with Brahma Murti. So Om Namo Bhagavate Brahma Murti. Okay, he is Brahma. He is beyond everything. He is absolute truth. But himself Trigunaya. Okay, he expresses as three gunas and Gunatmane, and he supports the three gunas as the self of these three gunas. Then beyond the three gunas, he is all with himself, Kevalaya. That Kevala is not two, they were Advitiyaya. And he himself comes to teach the jivas the same knowledge, Gurave. And ultimately, who is he? Brahma Murtaye. Then Krishnamurti, Ramamurti, all we have seen. I have not heard somebody named Brahmamurti. Now you can put your grandchildren. Not Brahmamurti, huh? Brahmamurti. Brahmamurti. Now, this is how the divine expression. Who is divine? Brahmamurti. Who is he? Guru. Who is he? Ekamevadvayam. Who is he? Kevalam. Kevala is again technical word. Vijatiya, Sajatiya, Sagata, Bheda Rahita. Eka Vastu. So to Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat, Bheda. Jiva, Jagat, Bheda. Jiva, Jiva, Bheda. Jiva, Ishvara, Bheda. Jagat, Ishvara, Bheda. All this Bheda, जिस एक ब्रह्म में नहीं है, that is the Kevala. And that's the final thing is Kaivalyam in our Yoga Darshanam also. So Tasmai Namo Bhagavate. To that Bhagavan salutations. Three Gunaya. Even these three Gunas also are from Prakriti. Prakriti is never separate from the Purusha. And when in the expression for the Prakriti, Bhagavan is Atma. And when the expression of Prakriti is not there, Prakriti is never separate from him. He is Kevala. And that Kevala Bhagavan is not two, they were Advitiyaya. He alone comes down to teach to the Jiva Gurave. Ultimately, कौन है वो? Brahma Murti. This one shloka, if you can repeatedly contemplate the expression of divine at these different levels for the different purposes, we can understand. Trigunaya is in the form of Jagadrupa. Triguna Atmane with the three to control the three gunas and through that the Jagat. Then Kevalaya untouched by it. Advitiyaya, the absolute one without second. Gurave, he takes the Guru Rupa. Brahma Murtaye, when Trigunas and Maya so completely dissolves, what remains is Shuddha pure Brahman. To him my salutations. Having said all this very sublime, very beautiful, great stuti, here our Markandeya says, Kam Vrunenu Varam Bhuman Varam. What Vara, O Bhuma, O infinite Lord, I can ask you, Tat Vara Darshanat. Having the Darshana of you, which itself is the greatest of the boon or Vara. तो आपका दर्शन करना ही सब वरों से श्रेष्ठ है. What Vara I can ask you? कम वृणेनु वरम भूमन वरम त्वदर्शन त्वत वर दर्शनात्. Having your darshana itself is ultimate. What else I can ask? And then yet darshanat purna kamaha satya kamaha puman bhavet. The darshana of you makes the being purna kama, means makes him transcend all desires. Satya kama makes him the realizer of the satya, the truth, the sadvastu. So Purna Kama indicates elimination of all desires. Satya Kama indicates achievement of Sadvastu. These two happen when one has your darshan, such from you, you gave darshan to me, what vara I can ask. But remember, when Naranarayana also came, gave darshan, asked him to take vara, he never became egoistic. There, he asked Maya Dikhav. Here also, when Shivaji is offered, if you don't ask, it's an insult to Shiva. It's a maryada. It's called a Shastra Maryada, it is Vyavahara Maryada. Therefore, even though he says, have become Purnakama and Satyakama, having Purnakama and yes, Satyakama I have become, having your darshan. Yet, I ask you one thing. Now, what is the boon asked by our Markandeya to Lord Shiva is the only boon which you and I also have to ask. बाकी सब बकवास. Only one we have to ask. What is this? Varam ekam vrune athapi purnat kama avivarshanat. The Lord who is Purna and who does the Varsha of Kamana, from that Lord, one boon I am asking. What is that? Bhagavati Achyutam Bhaktim Tat Pareshu Bhaktim Tatha Tvai Bhaktim. Devotion to the Lord Narayana, devotion to all the saints, sages, and rishis and bhaktas, and devotion to you. I want in expression. In the experience, he is already one with Brahma Tattva, our great Markandeya Rishi. Therefore, bhakti mujhe aap dijiyega. Ye is the वर he asked. So this is the ultimate of all. No, I don't want to go into deep details of it. The only fulfillment of our outer life is Ananya Bhakti to the Lord who is in the form of this entire universe. And as we worship God, so the world has to be worshipped. This is the fulfillment of life outside. That is we said as Dasoham. And inside, the fulfillment is going beyond all the Panchakoshas in the Hridaya Guha, discovering our oneness with the Supreme Truth, the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. After listening to Puranas and our Vedanta Grantha, regarding these absolute final knowledges, we should have no doubt at all. Still, if we have vagueness, means we were sleeping in our classes. We were irregular, we are insincere. We are choosy by our choice. Ye sununga, ye nahi sununga. That also we don't remember. If this clarity has not come, or put it in a healthy manner, it means some more 10,000 lives you are supposed to listen. Then for your sake, I have to be alive 10,000 lives to teach. Why should I? Somebody else will teach. Let them also enjoy or suffer, as the case may be. So very clear. In the Hridaya, the Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman of that Brahmanambuti is our fulfillment inside. Outside, Shri Ramamaya Sabha Jagajani, entire universe is that Paramatma's expression only. Clear? That's how our life's fulfillment. So Bhagavati Achyutam Bhaktim Tatpareshu Bhaktim Tatatvai. Give me that Ananya Bhakti. With this, Markandeyaji's words are over. Then what is Sutaji reporting to Shaunakadi? Ki Suta Vacha iti architaha abhishtutaha cha munina suktaya gira. With the best of the words. In this way, having worshipped, having got the worship, having got all the stuti, Tamaha Bhagavan Sharvaha. To him, Lord Shiva gave blessings. Not only what he asked the Markandeji, from here, his side, few more he added. So Bhagavan Sharvaha Tam Aha Sharvayacha Abhinanditaha along with Parvati Mata also. So both of them, Shiva Parvati, together have blessed Markandeji before leaving. What blessings they gave? Kamo Maharshi Sarvoyam. O Maharshi, all what you said now are given to you. That you have the Ananya Bhakti to Vishnu Maharaj, me, as well as to all the Narayana Bhaktas or Bhaktas and Rishis. One is given to you. Then second one, Bhakti Mahantam Adhokshaje. Actually, you are already Parama Bhakta in that Mahavishnu. So still you asked, I am blessing you. No other added blessings. In this line and the next shloka, Bhagavan Shivji जाते जाते वरों का झड़ी वर्षा लगाकर, not like politician goes to some constituency for the election electoral lecture, ये दे देंगे आप हमको सेलेक्ट करके देखो वो करेंगे. Some of them are honest only, but once they come to power, then either they get corrupted or their priorities change, or they are under somebody's powerful influence, therefore they can't do. These MLAs who have great power in the constituency, they are ordinary human beings, but they are a good people. Then they are loved by all. So they think to help, you should get a political power. Therefore, they look at one party and they join it and they come to power. But the party and the Adhishtanam, they want something else from them to do. Then in that confusion, bechare, what to do they don't know. They jump from one to the other and they ultimately do nothing. How many thousands and thousands of the true beautiful sevaks of the society are this way, not given a chance. And finally, those who want to sustain their power, they succumb to the adhishtanam, they also become corrupt or biased. Bichar. Many good people. In every department it becomes. The police wale, the lawyers, everyone. Everyone joins with honesty. But under inner and outer compulsions, बेचारे. So here, भगवान is not blessing like that. वरों की झड़ी ऐसे इलेक्टोरल के लिए नहीं कर रहे हैं. और लॉर्ड शिवा काइंड कृपालु करुणामय वो तो आशुतोष है. He is just blessing. Why he says along with granting what he asked the bhakti to Narayana and Shiva and all the rishis, he gave akalpantat yashaha. Till the kalpa is over, your name and fame will be widespread everywhere. Then punyam, your punya will continue. Ajara amarata, neither you will become old nor you will be dying also. So, akalpantad yasha punyam. So you have got the punya by worshipping us so much that you have the yasha till the kalpa samapti. So to ajara amarata, you don't become old nor you die. So that is how the Markandeya is given the kalpanta samayataka, the chiranjivitva by Lord Shivaji. What is akalpanta? When Brahmadeva, night once he sleeps. When? After 1000 Chaturyugas. Now the 28th Chaturyuga is going on. And Ashtavimshati Tame. 28th Chaturyuga. 1000 more are there. 1000 में से 28 निकाल दो तो 972 अभी भी है. We think the time is going so fast. बहुत time है वैसे तो, है ना? So next, some more boons he is giving. What is that? Jnanam Traikalikam Brahman. You have the Trikala Jnana. What happened in the past and present and future. Then Vijnanam cha Virakti Mato. The Vairagya Yukta Vijnana is Brahmanubhuti only. That you will have. Then Brahma Varchasvina Bhuyat. You will have the Brahma Varchasva. And the last but not the least is what? Purana Acharyata. You will also be given the Puranamka Acharyatva. That is how the Markandeya gave that Markandeya Purana. And then all the Lalita Sahasranam, Trishati, Khatgamala, they all are from there only. Even our, what is called, the Durga Saptashati, in सब में ऋषि गुरु मार्कंडेय जी है. मार्कंडेय जी वाचा अगस्त्य जी को बताते जाते हैं. So the Purana Acharyata given to him, Brahma Varchasva given to him, then Vairagya Yukta Brahma Jnana given to him, Trikala Jnanam is given, Ajara Amarata is given, then Yashaha is given. Along with this, what he asked, Bhakti for Narayana Shiva and all the Bhaktas and Jnani, so much a blessing Bhagavan Shiva gave to Markandeya. So what is the lesson for us all from all that? If not as much as Markandeya is done, but we at our own capacity level should become the sadhakas deeply, intensely, seriously, sincerely. Okay. Now comes the next one. Suta Uvacha. Having this way spoken what Shivaji gave Vara, Sutaji continuing telling Shaunakadi Muni, Evam Varan Sa Munaye Datva. सह शिव मुने वरान दत्वा अगात त्रि अक्षः ईश्वरः. the Lord Ishvara with 3 eyes has gone from there to the place where he has to go. Then Devyai tat karma kathayan anubhutam pura amuna. While going, he was telling Parvati ji all the pralaya anubhuti which Maya anubhuti which our Markandeya got as he asked Narayana and blessed by him. Then Sahabi, that Markandeya also avapta Maha Yoga Mahima, having obtained the Maha Yoga Mahima, Bhagawatam, who was in that Bhrugu Amsha, that great Markandeya, Sutaji is telling Shaunakadi. That great Markandeya, Vicharati, he is wandering Adhuna api Adha, even now, Harau Ekantatam Gataha, in that Hari Bhagavan with Ekanta Bhakti, even now, this Markandeya Rishi is doing the Vicharana in the Bholoka. Therefore, Om Sri Markandeya Maharshi Namaha, we do japa and pray to him, he will give us blessings. Even intense is the prayer, he may even come and give darshanam. Remember the Hanumanji, Vyasa Bhagavan, Markandeya Rishi, then Parashuramji, these are all devatas. Ganesha Bhagavan, they are quickly darshana giving devatas. If you do the upasana. Hanuman darshana, Ganapati darshana, Vyasa darshana, मार्कंडेय दर्शन हो सकता है. मैत्रेय दर्शन. Maitreya Rishi is the Rishi of all the Rishis now. He is the head. He is a department head now. Maitreya Maharshi. We have to have that desire to have their darshanam. Vasishta darshanam, but that is rare. We have to do that type of upasana. But remember, darshan de ya na de, anugrah hota rahega when you pray. The purpose of this Markandeya Charitra is this only. Never underestimate the permeability in time and place of all the Rishi Muni. They are as great as the Lord only. So, when we do the upasana of them Nitya, therefore their blessings come, definitely. That is why for the Adhyatmika Sadhakas, Guru upasana is so very important as much as the Ishvara upasana, Ishtadeva upasana. So adhuna api vicharati. Harau ekantatam gataha. With that ekanta bhakti in Narayana, this Markandeya Rishiji is even now wandering everywhere. So remember the whole prasangam? सुखदेव सूत जी को शौनकादि ने पूछा, that Markandeya ji हमारे वंश के हैं, भृगु वंशा, tell about him. Then how the whole story of Markandeya, his seva to his father Mrukandu, also a guru, all the tapasya and all. Then we saw Indradi sending the things to disturb him. He did not get disturbed. Then he continued for tapasya a long time. Then Narnarayana came. The beauty of Narnarayana described. Then he did stuti of them. Then they became prasanna, asked what vara you want. He wanted to see Maya. Then how he, in that Pushpadra Tata, he was doing in the ashrama. One day, the winds came, then the clouds came, the rains came, then the oceans came. Entire thing submerged in the water for thousands of years. 1 and 13 zeros years he was in that only. Suddenly one day he saw from that Negrodha Vriksha in that petal or the leaf of Bhagavan Krishna. Mukunda, Bala Mukunda. He went near to talk to him. He was inhaled and with the inhaling he has gone inside. Then there he saw the whole world as it was. By the time he is realizing that he exhaled. When he exhaled, he came out and again he was in Pralaya Jaladi. Again he went near to hug. At that time, Krishna gone, oceans have gone, everything gone. He found to be in that Pushpapadra Tata in his own ashram. And he was in that great devotion to God. Then Shiva Parvati came. Then Shiva entered, gave darshana, he opened the eyes and he saw Shiva in front, upasana done, to Lord Shiva and stuti done. Shiva Bhagavan asked, take the boon. He doesn't want, he again does the stuti. Before that, Shiva also does stuti of all rishis, munis. Finally, he asks the 3 boon, usko और 6-7 add करके और भगवान शिव पार्वती blesses him and they go. And now where is he? He is there vicharat adhuna api harau ekantatam gataha. Okay. In this way, having said, Sutaji is concluding, telling to Shaunakadi Muni, ki anuvarnitam etat te. So this is being exhaustively told to you. What is it? Markandeyasya dhimataha anubhutam. The great experience of Dhiman Markandeya Rishi. Bhagavataha anubhutam maya vaibhavam adbhutam. So he has darshana of Bhagavan, Naranarayana, Bhagavan in that Vatapatra Shahi, Bhagavan ka Maya ko bhi dekha, unne Shivji ko bhi darshan ki. So all this glorious life of Markandeya Rishi is being described to you. Having done so, etat kechid avidvamsaha maya samsrutim atmanah anadyavartitam runa kadachit kam prajakshate. Don't listen to ignorant people, those who say it all happened in a fraction of moment. Those thousands of years are not spent. काल महिमा भगवान का ऐसा है कि वो कॉन्ट्रास्ट भी एक्सपेंड भी हो सकता है. When it is given or told in the Bhagavad Purana itself, it cannot be false. So therefore, it is not kadachit kam that in 1 microsecond it has happened. In that way, really, the Markandeya Rishi has gone through all his experience. And in the Mahima of the Lord, infinite time, he can put all the in a microsecond, and microsecond he can expand into infinite time. Like the entire Shakti he has put in the atom. Such atoms, millions, trillions are there, but the Shakti is not expressed. Huge gigantic trees seed has he not put in one small seed? And when the tree comes, in the thousands of roots and through that thousands of the trees he has put. You understand? भगवान का जो ना माया अनंत शक्ति है. Therefore, don't say that it is all magic, only one fraction of second. No, Markandeya has really experienced that. Now, these are all highly mystical knowledges, wherein in the same world, with the different time zones, different experiences to different jivas are happening. Which is very, these are all Atindriya is very high level of information and happening. No, like for us, 1 year 365 days फटाफट सो के जागते ही खत्म हो जाता है. But for an ant or an amoeba and all of them, our one day itself is like a Brahma Kalpa to them. You see the day time difference? For us, 100 years is Purna Ayu. But what to talk about the Khatmal Manchar? एक ही दिन बस वही पूर्ण आयु उसके लिए. टाइम का डिफरेंस पता चल रहा है कि नहीं? In this very world, these are all gross things I am talking. Unseen, the subtle things that are there in this world. Each of them have different kala ayu pramana. So this world, what we see is 0.05% only. 99.95% is an unmanifest subtle form. In that, so many things happen. They are the ones which we call as different lokas, sukshma lokas. About one Brahmanda only, the description is so big. भूलोक भूर्लोक स्वर्लोक महर्लोक जनलोक तपोलोक सत्य अगेन अतल वितल सुतल रसातल तलातल महातल चतुर्दश भुवन मिलके एक ब्रह्मांड. ऐसे अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड आते हैं. अनंत कोटि. You can't count them. If you talk about the Srishti, it is such a huge expanse. And if you go into Brahmanamurti, nothing is there again. Only that is there. Like if you come onto the surface of ocean, how many waves came in the past, are now in present, will be in future, can you count? But go inside the ocean, not even one wave. This is how. Now, when these subtler things, the more we become qualified to listen, the more we listen and are able to comprehend and understand, we transcend the gross. We start apprehending, understanding the subtle. Understanding the subtle is spirituality. Going beyond the gross is sadhana. Understanding subtle is spirituality. Therefore, going beyond gross and entering into subtle, that's our sadhana. धीरे धीरे भगवान हमको दे देंगे. So anyway, this is what is the great Markandeya Rishi Charitra. Finally, ya evam etat Bhruguvarya varnitam. Hey Bhruguvarya, best among Bhrugukula, O Shraunakji, etat varnitam. What is that? Rathanga panehe anubhava bhavitam. आ भगवान विष्णु से अनुभूति gained by this Markandeya Rishi. This entire Markandeya Charitra, mainly some Shravayeta, some Shunyat. The one who exhaustively in detail with all love and devotion explains some Shunyat with equal devotion and attentiveness. Somebody listens. Tau Bhau. For both of them, tayoho na karmashaya samsrutir bhaveto. No more they are in the samsara because of karma ashaya. Because all the karma ashaya vasana get dagdha. There is no janma marana samsara. They revel in aham brahmasmi anubhuti. This is the falashruti of listening to the Markandeya Charitra in these 3 chapters spread in the 12th Skandha Bhagavatam towards the end. So last 10-20 slokas, some Shravayat I have not done. We have ran fast. But we have covered everything. 2-3 times we covered. Last 5 minutes back also, the entire summary again is given. And at every point, the symbolism, the Adhyatmikata, what can be gained from that, we try to see. We have done the Shiva Varnana, we have done the Markandeya Rishi Varnana, we have done the Naranarayana Varnana. We have seen the Naranarayana's arrival and giving darshana to Markandeji. Markandeji doing the exhaustive upasana of them. Before that, Markandeya Rishis, how he was doing that great sadhana as a brahmachari with his father Guru, Rukandu Rishi, all that we saw. So we spent around 7-8 days for these 3 chapters. That is good. Oh Lord, कोई कमी पेश है तो माफ करना, हमारा भी कर्माशय संस्कृति हटा दो. May we recognize our essential self, which is beyond all karma, avidya, kama, karma, granthi, ityadi. So once more and more, when we listen to this story, in this, everything is an inspiration. The life history of Markandeji himself is inspiration. And he has asked for such interesting boons. First one of Maya Darshanam, second one is Ananya Bhakti of at Vishnu, Shiva and all Rishi Muni. Peculiar things here are, along with Maya, Bhagavan has shown that Mukunda Bala Mukunda Darshanam also. That is beauty there. Here, Bhagavan Shivji ko unhone 3 var manga. He has given 7-8 more varas. And one of the sweetest topic here is from the Bhagavan's Mukharavinda, the stuti done of the Rishi Muni Brahmana Jnani. Brahma Jnani. And also, by the way, the Brahma Jnani is Lakshanas inside, Lakshanas outside, Vyavahara. That also is mentioned. So, in fact, these 3 chapters can be divided into 10 topics. One by one can thoroughly study. It is a homework to you and me. नहीं है तो पूरा मार्कंडेय पुराण पढ़ना पड़ेगा हमको. It has got around 8,000 shlokas or so. Toward the end we will see. In the 13th chapter, each Purana, how many shlokas it has got, that will be told. So 10th chapter we have done, my dear friends. Only 3 more are there. 11th, 12th and 13th. In the 11th we will see Bhagavan's Anga Upanga Varnano. And who are these 12 Adityas? In the 12th chapter, we will see the entire Bhagavata Saramsha, right from the topic 1, okay, till the end. Everything will be explained. Okay, but it will be having more than 50-60 shlokas. Thereafter, in the last one, we will see 13th chapter, each Purana, how many shlokas it has, and then what is Bhagavata Mahima. All these and 4 chapters of Bhagavata Mahatmya from Skandha Purana we have to do. Let it take as many days as it has to take. So from tomorrow, more time will be spent on this 12th Skandha as we have done today. So that we will be able to accomplish the whole Purana. बाकी 2 जो 10th स्कंद जो हम कर रहे हैं अध्यात्म रामायण, once this is over, that will go on continuing. So nothing to worry. So tomorrow also, if I feel like I may have half an hour before the class 5:30, let me see. If not, straight away 6 maximum time we spend in the Dwadasha Skandha Adhyanam. Thank you. Toward the end, it is Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramamsyam Samhitayam द्वादशस्कन्धे दशमोऽध्यायः। ॐ पूर्णमदः शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः, परमऋषिभ्यो नमः. So this is what is 10th chapter of 12th Skandha, concluding Markandeya Rishi Charitra. So let us chant 11 times. Om Shri Markandeya Maharshaye Namaha. Invoke his presence in the heart. Pray to him to bless us with the Bhakti, Dhyana, Yoga, Anubhava. Om Shri Markandeya Maharshaye Namaha. 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Shri Sutta Sharanam Mama. Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Shri Narada Sharanam Mama. Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam. Swarge Satye Cha Kailase Vaikunte Nasti Ayam Rasaha Atah Pibantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchata Karhichita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Dashama Skandha Uttarardha. अथ षष्टितमोऽध्यायः. In the 60th chapter, to all the tests put by Lord Krishna, Rukmini Devi is giving such a beautiful, decent answers in which Lord Krishna's all Mahima is Varnita, listening to which our devotion and surrender to Him should grow in our hearts, in all our upasanas. Thus, we become deservers of His Krupa Anugraha. When the Krupa Anugraha comes, then all the Maya Mithya Moha goes away. We are in direct experience of the truth, even darshan of the Lord. So, in that we have seen Rukmini ji's answers about three shlokas we have seen. Tat pada padma makaranda jusha muninam vartma asputam nrupashubhi nanu durvibhavyam yasmat aloukikam iva itam ishwarasya bhuman tava itam ato anuye bhavantam. So in that, yes, the people who experience you themselves, their vyavahara itself is not comprehensible, immutable by the Laukika people whose antakarna is like Pashu. Then your Vartma, how anybody can understand. So it's a very sublime thing. By saying which, the Rukmini says that Yato Vacho Nivartante Aprabhya Manasa Saha. Like in that Brahma Jnana, to comprehend it, going the mana and indriyas fail and come back. So too, Bhagavan's Leelas, both are the Srushti Sthiti Laya and in the Sthiti Kala, is various Leela nobody can fully comprehend. Other than surrendering to Him, we cannot have any question which can never have the answer at all. We can never. Even the answer is given, we cannot comprehend. Therefore, in this world, the best way of life is just follow what Rishi Muni Shastra says and get out of the come out or the commotion of this worldliness and moha and maya, enter into Bhagavan's charana. That way, each of the sloka can be deeply contemplated and understood. Now we will chant from verse number 37 up to 48, this Bara mantra. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः ओम श्रीमद्भा ओम अथ दश षष्टितमः अध्यायः रुक्मिणी उवाच स्टार्ट निष्किञ्चनो ननु भवान्न यतोऽस्ति किञ्चित् यस्मै बलिं बलिभुजोऽपि हरन्त्यजाद्याः नत्वा विदन्त्यसुतृपोऽन्तकमाड्यतान्धाः प्रेष्ठो भवान् बलिभुजाम् अपि तेऽपि तुभ्यं त्वं वै नमः समस्त पुरुषार्थमयः फलात्मा यद्वाञ्छया सुमतयो विसृजन्ति कृत्स्नं तेषां विभो समुचितो भवतः समाजः पुंसः स्त्रियाश्च रतयोः सुखदुःखिनोर्न त्वं न्यस्तदण्डमुनिभिर्गदितानुभावः आत्मात्मदश्च जगताम् इति मे वृतोऽसि हित्वा भवत् ब्रुव उदीरितकालवेग ध्वस्ताशिशोऽब्ज न भवनाकपतीन् कुतोऽन्ये जाड्यं वचस्तव गदाग्रज यश्च भूपान् विद्राव्य शार्ङ्गनिनदेन जहर्थमां त्वं सिंहो यथा स्वबलिमीश पशून् स्वभागं तेभ्यो भयात् यत् उदधिं शरणं प्रपन्नः यद्वाञ्छया नृपशिखामणयोऽङ्गवैन्य जायन्त नाहुषगयादय ऐकपत्यं राज्यं विसृज्य विविशुर्वनमम्बुजाक्ष सीदन्ति तेऽनुपदवीं त इहास्थिताः किम् कान्यं श्रयेत तव पादसरोजगन्धम् आघ्राय सम्मुखरितं जनतापवर्गं लक्ष्म्यालयं त्वविगणय्य गुणालयस्य मर्त्यासदोरुभयमर्थ विविक्तदृष्टिः तं त्वानुरूपमभजं जगतामधीशम् आत्मानमत्र च परत्र च कामपूरं स्यान्मे तवाङ्घ्रिरणं श्रुतिभिर्भ्रमन्त्याः यो वै भजन्तमुपयात्यनृतापवर्गः तस्यास्युरच्युतनृपा भवतोपदिष्टाः स्त्रीणां गृहेषु खरगोष्व बिडालभृत्याः यः कर्णमूलम् हरिकर्षण नोपयायातो युष्मत्कथा मृडविरञ्चि विरिञ्चि सभासु गीता त्वक्श्मश्रुरोमनखकेश विनद्धवन्तः मांसास्थिरक्तकृमिन् कपवित्तपातं जीवच्छवं भजति कान्तमतिर्विमूढा या ते पदाब्जमकरन्दमजिघ्रती स्त्री अस्तु अम्बुजाक्षमते चरणानुरागे आत्मन्रतस्य मयि चानतिरिक्तदृष्टेः यर्हि अस्य वृद्धय उपात्तरज्योतिमात्रः मामीक्षसे तदुहनः परमानुकम्बा नैवाळीकमहं मन्ये वचस्ते मधुसूदन अम्बाया इव हि प्रायः कन्यायाः स्याद्रतिः क्वचित् व्यूढायाश्चापि पुंशल्या मनोभ्येति नवं नवम् उदो सतीं न बिभ्रयातु तां बिभ्रदुभयच्युतः ओम शांति शांति शांति. When I was reading it, I was getting a humorous thing in mind. Ki having heard this exhaustive muthod jawab and a great stuti by Rukmini Mata to Lord Krishna, I believe Krishna might have never taken such risk again. He might have got the idea, अरे एक बार और मजाक करूं मैं रुक्मिणी से, फिर उनको सारे स्तुति याद आकर बाबा तौबा तौबा, बेटर इट इज बेटर नॉट टू डू एनी मजाक देन लिसनिंग सच ए ह्यूज सत्संग लेक्चर. इतना उन्होंने लंबा चौड़ा दिया एंड वेरी डिसेंट पोएटिक इन दैट वन श्लोका. मैं कौन हूं समझते हैं आप? शी हैज प्रूव्ड हरसेल्फ. Though I kept quiet all through Bhagavata, don't underestimate me. I know everything. So then for us as sadhaka students, these portions give immense amount of pure knowledge regarding the divinity of Bhagavan. So too, how a Bhakta has to understand the Bhagavan, or when how Bhagavan has to be understood, so that we claim ourselves to be Bhakta. All these are hidden in this story. In these all Varnanas and Rachanas. Hmm. So yesterday we saw up to 36th mantra. 37th he says, why have you married? मैं तो कुछ रखता ही नहीं मेरे पास. I am तो भिखारी हूँ. No money at all with me. You know, if you look at that sloka number 14, he said, Nishkinchanaha vayam shashvat and Nishkinchana janapriyaha. We ourselves are Nishkinchana means kuch bhi nahi hai. Garib. And then Nishkinchana janapriyaha. We only people of that sort who have nothing. They only are around me. Tasmat prayena nahi adya mam bhajanti sumadhyame. Therefore, the rich people generally don't worship me. मैं निष्किंचन हूँ. तो उसका बढ़िया जवाब दे रही है, निष्किंचन हो भगवान. Yeah, definitely you have nothing with you, wealth, etc. Why? Because na yata asti kinchito, because there is nothing other than you. है कि नहीं? I can own something when something is there other than me. I am the owner, it is owned. You are one without second Brahman. How can you own anything? See how she gave the answer to that Nishkinchanatva which Lord said about himself. Yeah, you cannot possess anything because there is nothing other than you. You are one without second Brahman. Therefore, you cannot have mamatva with anything else. So, he, by saying all those words, testing Rukmini ji, has she got the capacity to understand the subtle things behind these words. And she proved she can understand. Second one, what is that? Nishkinchana janapriyaha. That she is answering in this way. Ki yasmai balim balipujopi haranti achadyaha. Okay, natva vidanti asutrupaha antakam adya andaha. So, तो यस्मिन् बलिभुजः अपि हरन्ति अजाद्याः. So, then to you only the Brahmadeva ityadi, whatever they have, they offer to you to again obtain devotion to you. Therefore, by offering everything to you, only you be attentive. Become the what do you say? You are worshipped by the devotees. तो मैं अपना सब कुछ समर्पण करके ही भगवान का भक्त बनता हूँ. और भगवान खुद भी क्या करते हैं? खुद अपने पास कुछ नहीं रखते हुए हमारे अनुग्रह करने वाले बनते हैं. एंड एट दिस लेवल अनुग्रह इज ओनली मोक्षत्रु ज्ञानम. तो ब्रह्मादि आल्सो ऑफर बलि टू यू. थर्ड वन, नत्वा विदन्ति असुतृपः अंतकम आड्यतान्दाः. सो these people who are arrogant in their wealth, definitely yes, they don't worship you because they don't know you, they don't see you. In fact, you always are there in the form of Kala. So, and finally, you are loved by the Brahmadi Devatas with which they worship you with devotion, and they also love you. You love them, they love you. So, Spreshto Bhavan Balibujam api te api tubhyam. So we offer all our upasanas to Brahmadi Devatas, they offer to you, and you love them and they love us. And they offer everything to you, and that's how they express their devotion. And you, by taking away everything, keeping away everything, by giving your own direct anubhuti, you bless them. In all this, what is said, therefore, rising above all the dravyatva, all mamatva, all ahanta, all the upadi expression, and discovering the nirupadika ekatva. So, Rukmini ji understand that sublime truth. From that standpoint, she is speaking. Naturally, all this jnanam is given to her on the very first day of marriage, much before she entered in-laws house by none other than Balaramji. We have seen. रुक्मिणी को बलराम जी ने महा ब्रह्म ज्ञान दिया ना, 1 महीने पहले हमने देखा या 20 दिन पहले. That is what she gives the answer. Now in the 15th shloka, what did she say? He say Krishna, yayoho atma samam vittam janmaishwarya akrutir bhavah tayar vivaho maitri cha. So you should have the friendship or marriage with those who have equal wealth, equal birth, equal Aishwarya, and equal beauty, and equal all the Bhavaha. है ना? For that she is giving the answer in 15th one. Tvam vai samasta purusharthamaya. You are all the purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Phalatma. You are the phala also of all of that. Hmm. Hmm. Then yad vanchayaha sumatayaha. Wanting to gain you, the intelligent people, Visrujanti Krusnam, they give up even all the Chaturveda Purusharthas. Tesham Vibho Samuchitaha Bhavata Samajaha. And definitely you are with them, they are with you all the time. Pumsah Striyascha Ratayoho Sukadukkinornaha. So there is no Sangha or the Ananda in that Stri Purusha being together, but they are the great bhaktas. When they surrender to you, in them only there is great ananda. So therefore, in that way, I am equivalent to you. In that way, I myself also have no possession of anything. You have seen everything I gave up in that parents' house. I came with you. Therefore, in every aspect, I am suitable to you. Therefore, our marriage was correct. That was her answer. Now, in the 16th mantra, what she says, the question is what? Vaidharvi etad avijnaya toya adhirga samikshaya vrita vayam. So, without knowing properly all details, without having the long-sightedness, with short-sightedness, you have selected me unnecessarily. Therefore, you have a choice still now left. To those 2 points, Bhagavan she gives the answer in this verse number. We can see the 36th one. Okay. Mm. Not 36th, in the 39th one. What is she says? Ki tvam nyasta danda munivihi gadita anubhavaha. You are always praised by the great nyasta danda, means sannyasins who have nothing to expect anything from anyone and no identity with upadhi. Therefore, even others harm them, they don't retaliate. That is the meaning of actually nyasta danda. Danda means हाथ में कोई weapon लेकर retaliate करना for someone if they do something wrong towards him, harming etc. करते तो न्यस्त दंड because they are not harming me because I am the self, and these upadhis are not me and they are having their own upadhis. So upadhi hitting upadhi, it doesn't touch me. With the idea, they don't retaliate with danda. They are called न्यस्त danda. In other words, sannyasi. Sannyasi is not supposed to harm anyone for any reason. And lot of quotations I am remembering. I am not explaining all of them now. So, such munis Nyastadanda, they worship you. And then Tvam Nyastadanda Munibi Gadita Anubhavaha. Then you are the self of all of them. Atmadaha. You are the giver of your own self. Jagatam. Itime Vrutaha. See, for this reason only, I have selected you. You said ki I don't know you or I don't know the long-sightedness. Therefore, I selected you. I said, nahi baat hai. The great Nyastadanda Muni also worship you. They know your glory. They go on doing your stuti. And what is the essence of that? They say you are the self and you are giver of everything, including your own self. Now, when I know this, why can't I become your wife? What is wrong in my selecting you? Therefore, oh Lord, I have selected you. It is correct. Then, very interesting point is what? I have given up even Brahma Adi Devata to have Varana of you. And who are those Brahmadi? Ki hitva bhavat bhruva udirita kala vega dvasta ashishaha. Bhavat means shivar. Bhruva means the bhru bhaga. Udirita means expressed. Kala means time. Vega means the speed of kala. Dvasta destroyed. Ashishaha desires. Brahmadi devatas, whose every desire or willingness to continue is destroyed just by your Bhrukuti Vilasa, which expresses as the Kala. I have not, selected them. I gave up them all, Brahmadi, and I have selected you, who is the one who is Kala Atita Paramatma. Then how can I select this Shishupala and Jarasandha, whom you are pointing out? So ब्रह्मादियों को ही मैंने ठुकरा कर आपके चरण में आई हूँ. What to talk about those useless fellows? And who are you? As per my knowledge, you are the one from whose Bhrukuti the Kala comes. That Kala does the Vilasa of Sushti Sthiti Laya, even of the Srushti Karta Brahma. Then can there be anybody greater than you? No. Then having chosen you, what wrong I have done? Then by discarding them, what wrong I have done? Now you tell me, am I immature? Do you think, are you right saying that I don't have the long sightedness, short sighted है मेरा? नहीं 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 मैं तो करेक्ट हूँ मैं. Now this is lesson for all of us. Neither we have to become gulam to the Shishvala, Jarasandhya, the worldly moneyed people of the world. Nor even we have to hold on to Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Brahmadi, who can give us long life, even the Brahmaloka, Indra Loka, Adhipatyam. We have to reject even them. We have to seek only the Narayana for the Sharanagati, the Parabrahma for becoming one with him. Anything other than that is the temporary, that will end one day, and we become only a bhikari later on. So in this way, she proves what she has done is absolutely right. Then comes the next thing she speaks. What did you say? Somewhere, you were afraid of them and went and hidden in the ocean. That you have not said rightly. तुम जहाँ जानबूझकर गलत बोल रहे हो, वो गलती को अब मान लो. She has such an audacity to say कि जाड्यम वचः तव हे गदाग्रज यह तु भूपान् विद्राव्य शार्ङ्ग निनदेन जहर्तमां त्वं सिंहो यथा स्वबलिम् ईशा पशून् स्वभागं तेभ्यः भयात् यत् उदतिं शरणं प्रपन्नः. You said out of fear to them that you went into the samudra and hidden. मेरे को तुम ऐसे चकमा दे रहे हो? I have seen. What is that? Bhupan Vidravya Sharanga Ninadena. By the sound of the Sharanga Dhan only, all the other Rajas who came to take me were afraid and murchita and fell down. And few of them were chasing, like the lion taking it bali from other pashus. You took me. So I have seen your power, your valor, your prowess. Is it not? Even Satyabhama might have told Lord Krishna's Mahima of finishing that Narakasura and that Murasura, etc. Then डर के मारे अब जाकर समुद्र में चुभ गए. ये आपका वचन जाड्यम है. जाड्य मीन जड़ता से भरा हुआ, मीन झूठ है. I don't believe it. Better you drop that point. So एक परफेक्ट एक न्यायवादी की तरह, lawyer की तरह, she is bringing all law points and disproving everything Lord Krishna is saying. And Krishna is enjoying. That's what he wants. Like when you chant all shlokas, whatever I gave you as homework, without seeing the book, मैं कैसे बेहोश होता हूँ सुनकर. Same way, Lord Krishna also must be enjoying, receiving whatever he has expected from her, the reply. She did not become angry. She did not run away to the Maike ka ghar. She did not do fasting or nothing doing. She just with a soberness and maturity, whatever Lord Krishna said, to that whatever answer she understood, she spoke. And everything proved to be 100% perfect. Okay. Then we have some more shlokas. Okay. इतने हैं. 7, 8 of them are there. Tomorrow we will see them. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramah. Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Om Purvo Swahat Saviranyam Bhargo देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात्. प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे. ॐ ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मविर्ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मसमाधिना. ॐ मध्ये मध्ये अमृतमानोत्तरावशस्तवादवशनाशन्ताम्बुल नीराजनां च दर्शयामि. ॐ नीलमेघश्याम कृष्ण नित्यजगन्मोहन कृष्ण Balagopala Krishna Bhavyamangalam Venugana Krishna Vedanta Vedya Krishna Navanita Chora Krishna Nityamangalam Bhaktajanadhara Krishna Paramadaya Vardi Krishna Mukti Sandayaka Krishna Murti Mangalam Geetamratadata Krishna परमयोगीश कृष्ण पार्थसारथि रूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगलम राम ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाते चंद्रतारकं नारायण विद्महे वासु तन्न विष्णु ओम व्यासाय विष्णुपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णु योगींद्राय नमस्तस्मै सुखाय ब्रह्मरूपिणे संसार सर्पष्टमिष्टात्म ओ श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय श्री वेदव्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंद थैंक यू फॉर योर पेशेंट लिसनिंग come in 2 minutes to continue our Adhyatma Ramayana Adhyanam. In a couple of weeks' time, our this effort of studying Bhagavata from 1100 days coming to a conclusion. So don't miss the next 10 days, 12 days, 15 days of classes. It is your choice. Thank you.